Hi everyone, Janet here again from Successful Slimming with a video with a difference, because this time I'm going to do a makeup tutorial. Now you might say, what has makeup got to do with slimming? Well, actually makeup is something that can actually make us feel a little bit better about ourselves. If we put the effort in and we end up thinking, oh actually I look quite nice, makeup can make us stand a little bit taller, a little bit more confident. But not only that, we can use makeup to sculpt our faces. People get a little bit scared of contouring, but I've got a very simple, easy way. So follow my video and I'm going to show you how to apply the makeup as I do on a daily basis. And then I've got a separate video which will also show you how you can use contouring to maybe straighten out a nose, maybe make a nose like mine smaller, or even how to enhance your cleavage with makeup. So do have a look, and I hope you find it interesting. Do leave me some comments, and if you want to see more videos like this, then just let me know. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and I'll take my makeup off and I'll see you on the other side. Right, well, I've taken my makeup off and laid myself bare, so let's get started. Now, I'm going to do my foundation, but to start with, I'm going to prime my skin. This really helps in terms of keeping your foundation on and lasting all day. I'm then going to use my favourite foundation, which is, well, in fact, I've got two favourites, which is Chanel PerfectionLumiere in Velvet. And my other massive favourite is Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua. I have these in shades 40, but I really recommend those two. And then I'm going to just use concealer on my areas of redness and some spots that I've got. So I'll get on with that and I'll speak to you in a minute. Right, now I've done my foundation and I've used my concealer. Now the concealer that I used was Laura Mercier, and this is Secret Camouflage. I used shade SC5. It's great because it comes with two different colours, but these are just for the skin on the face. I wouldn't use these under the eyes. Under the eyes is a really delicate area and you need a thinner concealer, and ideally one that's got like a salmon or peach shade to it, because this will really help combat the blueness that we get from dark shadows under the eyes. Now the one that I use is by Bobbi Brown, and this is called the Corrector in Peach. And this is a lovely consistency and it goes brilliantly underneath the eyes to disguise the dark circles. Right, so now we've done that, we're going to move on to the contouring. Now you'll see all over the internet there's lots of videos about contouring, and some of them it can make it look a little bit complicated. The way that I do it, it's actually really simple, and the method that I use is actually just to really make my face look slimmer, and at the end of the day that's what we all want. So the product that I use for this is also by W7, and it's very similar to a Chanel product called Soleil de Tan, and I particularly like this one because it's exactly the same as it, but literally like a tenth of the price. So this is one that I use. Now it's like a bronzing cream, but it's in matte, so I just get some of that onto my brush, and what we're looking to do is we want to go underneath the cheekbone here to really accentuate that. So if you look straight on at me at the moment, and now let's put this on. Now I don't want a big thick line, I just want to get a nice thin line there. So I just pull my face over, stretch the skin out. And you see, if you look straight now, you should be able to see that it's already making a difference. Now, of course, it looks silly because it looks just like a stripe at the moment, but what we'll do is we'll do the other side as well. Now, in terms of where to go, you want to start just up here and then go down from your eye down to there, and that's where you want it to finish. Don't be tempted to go further that way or further up that way. So now that we've got our two lines there, we're now going to put this product all the way up here as well. So don't take it any further than where your eye comes to, just here. Take it to there, and this is just framing the face, giving a more three-dimensional look, and just slimming the face down. Looks a bit funny at the moment though, so we just need to blend that in. So using the ring finger, okay, so I now want to accentuate that just a little bit more. So I'm going to use from Naked, this is their flushed palette, and with this there comes a bronzer, a blusher and a highlighter. Now I'm just going to put the corner of my brush here, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit more in. There we go. Okay, now you don't have to do this, but one thing I normally do is I use MAC Studio Fix, which actually is a foundation in its own right, but I tend to use this, and this, it comes like this. It's like a powder foundation, and underneath it's got its own little sponge. So you don't have to do this. Certainly the foundation doesn't need setting, but I actually quite like to use this. I like the matte finish it gives. It actually gives a bit more of a finish as well, makes it last a bit longer. So I just lightly put that all over. Not forgetting, I've got a nice picture up my nose there. Sorry about that, guys. So, not forgetting on the neck. Right, next is bronzer. Now I use the MAC matte bronzer, and this is really good. So just load up your brush. Now, and tap off the excess. Now, what I do is I do it in a number 3 motion. So start up here, same place as where we did, so not further over than your eye. Into there, into the cheek and down into the jaw. Okay. And then again, I always make sure that I go down the neck. So, once again. Now that's made sure everything's really nicely blended. So we're now going to move on to the blusher. And again, out of my Naked palette, I'm going to choose my blusher. Now, in terms of where to put blusher, it goes on the apple of the eye. So if you take your outside of your eye, did I say apple of the eye? Apple of the cheek. Take the outside of your eye and your nose and go across, and where it comes to here, that's your apple. So you can smile whilst you're doing it, and there we go. Just a nice little flush. Now, the next bit is the highlighter. So what we want to do is get our, now my favourite highlighter is by Becca, and this is Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pressed. So this is a fantastic one because it's actually not got any glitter in it. It's just shimmer. So we're just going to load up our brush and we're going to go on top of the cheekbone, so above that line that we've just created. Do you see how it creates? I don't know if you can see there. So I move my head in the light. It just creates the most lovely shimmer. Now we can go up here just slightly. Gives a real beautiful glow to the skin. Now you can also do a little bit underneath your eyebrows if you want to. But there we have it. So that's the video on doing our base and our contouring. In the next video, which you will be able to see somewhere on the screen here, we'll go through the eyes. So I'm going to take you through my normal everyday eye makeup look. So if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe here and I'll see you in the next video.